Alan Castleman with the MLS committee. Take another minute to show you something new or something fun, not new, fun in Flex. This is how to create a quick one-line CMA. I know we're all the time needing to do CMAs, and they can get really complicated, and this system has a very detailed one that can also be very complicated, but sometimes it's nice just to walk out the door with a quick one-line CMA. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to pick on my own listings. So I've got one at 83 Nehemiah, this right here. I could click Nehemiah comparable search, or I could look at the listing and do the same thing. But just for the sake of this, I'm going to click comparable search, just showing that you're one click away from getting the comps for a listing. If you want to know more about that, I have a separate video about how to set up your system to do one-click comparable searches. So here is the comparable search for my listing, and this is the green dot right here. And this is the search radius, half mile, 1 year back, square footage from 1,200 to 1,800, and basically 3 bedrooms. What a bass, and bass pretty much 1 to 3. Anything in this area would fall into that. So I'm going to take a look, just like you would with any search. If you did a manual search, you're still going to look through these and try to determine which ones are the best, right? I always start by sorting my status so that I kind of put them together. And in this case, these are all pretty relevant, but just for the discussion here, let's say I looked through it and I found that this one has a pool, right? Okay. And maybe this one and this one have shops, things that I don't think are fair and they need to be out of this equation. So the way I do it is I click the select all box. Okay. You can select individual ones, or you can just hit that and it selects all of them. And then I'll go in and I'm going to uncheck the ones that have the pool and the shop and, you know, outdoor entertainment area that looks like it came from HGTV or whatever. So I'm narrowing this down based on me looking at the listings. I'm going through and probably looking at pictures and things like that. But notice I've taken the original results of 16 down to 11. Okay, so I'm going to click select the 11. I want to see the 11. So these are my 11. This is what I have just looked through, taken a few minutes, and determined these are my results. So how do I get this in a format that looks nice and is easy to present? Well, it's actually fairly simple. You just go up here and you go to CMA, and you've got several options. And this is where you can do a full CMA where you use all the results or just use the selected. These are all the results. These are selected. But in this, I want to do a one-line CMA. Now, I can do a landscape one that's a PDF. That's what I like, just because it's easy to print, and I like landscape because it's got the width to put all my little columns and stuff in there. So literally, I just click CMA, and I'm going to click landscape PDF, and it's taking those comps and it's creating probably a single page. There it is. Took a second. I'm going to make this bigger. I don't know if all of this is showing up on the video. Let me do this a different way. Okay, so there are the list. This tells you what was in that search criteria. So even if you're out in the field and you can't remember, it's a half-mile radius of this address, between 1 and 3 bathrooms. I mean, everything that we just looked at a minute ago. And there are actives, pendings, and closed. So of the actives, there are 2. There's 1 pending, and there's 8 closed for a total of 11. So basically, this bracket, these are your comps by price per square foot and list price. There's a min, max, median, and average, so you can use whichever one of these that you would like, whether it's median or average. Same thing, I'm just going to skip on down to the closed. Same thing here, it shows you the list price, it shows you what it sold for, and it shows you what the sold price per square foot is in the list price, days on market, and then the same thing, min, max, median, and average. So if you want to use the median, you can see that the median sold price per foot was 171 and the median days on market were 9. If you want to do the whole sheet, actives, pendings, and closed, you just look at this bottom column right here. And of the 11, the average size was 1507. The average price per square foot was 171. The average close price was 260 with an average days on market of 16. So now this is a single page PDF. I can click print and I can take it to my presentation. So there we have it. I hope that one line CMA, you can explore these other options, but I hope that this helps your business.